Well, I've had two kinds of surgeries. I had a full hip replacement, and then about 6 months later, I had a full knee replacement. And Dr. Freedhand was my surgeon in both cases. Dr. Freedhand was recommended to me by my daughter, who happens to work in the healthcare industry. According to her, he's a rock star. I had to have the surgeries because I've led a very active lifestyle. Played all kinds of team sports, lots of abuse to my body, and it's just worn out. So it was affecting my life, and I couldn't play golf as well, and a lot of other things I enjoyed doing. So it was time. I was in a lot of discomfort, especially after say a full round of golf. I was pretty miserable for several hours afterwards. So it was getting to where it just wasn't fun to participate in some of those things. 20 years of pain prior to that. Had my knee scoped several times. I've had my share of sports injuries. Interaction with his staff was great. From reception, his entire staff, nurses, radiologists, everybody just fantastic. Everything was explained to me very clearly. I had an opportunity to ask questions, of which I had several. Everything was answered, again, very clearly. He showed me x-rays. He says, you've got these problems and we can fix them, and when you're ready, give me a call. Oh, I'd say an hour and a half of coming out of surgery or coming out of recovery. They had me up on my feet. Let's take a little stroll down the hallway, which I did. And, wore you out a little bit, but it was fine, and it all went well. I spent the night after surgery in the hospital and went home about 1 o'clock in the afternoon the next day. I spent a fair amount of that day just kind of laying around and went to bed early, really took it easy, but next day I was getting up and moving around with a walker. Day after that, I put the walker up. I said, I can tough it out with this. I did not use crutches. Just had a little extra support with a cane. That was it. My knee replacement was far more intense. And in fact, I spent 2 evenings in the hospital following the surgery. But again, thinking about how complicated that is, and I'd been cautioned that there's more to it. I went home and going through the same thing. Recovery was slower. I'd been told that, and I, spent a number of weeks going to therapy, get this thing working right. Everything really turned out very, very close to the way it was explained to me. So, I couldn't say enough positive about how well everything was expressed to me, and again, it turned out much like I was told. I think part of it is a reflection from Adam's staff. It's clear he's been very careful in selecting who is working with him. They're all happy people, which is a good indication of, good things are going on. I'm already active, real active. Some of that's brought around by being drugged by a 95-pound Labrador Retriever puppy, so he's always pulling and I'm always resisting, but no, I'm playing golf and really pain-free, and it's added years to my life. I feel confident of that.